Hi there, so in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to sew one of these zipper pouches. It's called a continuous zipper pouch, or zipit, I've seen it marketed as. Anyhow, what it is basically one long zipper sewn together. You could sew them with ribbon on, or you could sew them with fabric. Now this one that you're seeing, or that you're about to see here, is one that I sewed with denim. Not this one, but yes, this one. And yeah, pretty much the same principle applies, except for you're sewing with a larger cut of fabric. Okay, so let's discuss supplies. The first thing you're going to need are some scissors or cutting tools, some marking tools, either like your fray check or a lighter. Lighter works fine, because if you're gonna need to burn your edges so they don't fray. And a really long zipper. This zipper here is about 1.5 meters long. It's the standard duvet zipper, but pretty much any long zipper will work. And some ribbon. Alright, so your first step is to zip up your zipper if it's not already zipped up. And then take your marking tool and decide how long you want your pouch to be, and just mark that with your chalk. Now what you're going to do is line up your ribbon to your zipper right sides together, and I guess you would say pin or clip where just past the marking. And then what you're going to do is cut notches as you go around the corner. This is just to make it so that the ribbon lays a little bit more flat. You might also want to burn this part here, or just take a lighter to it, or put some fray check so it doesn't fray and get all unraveled and messy. But be careful if you're using a lighter. Essentially doing is from where you clipped, sewing down, and then going around a corner and then sewing completely down the other side with the ribbon and the zipper attached. You're going to stop probably about 2 to 3 inches, maybe a little less, right before the ribbon ends. Now you're going to place your zipper foot onto your machine. That first turn, what you're going to want to do is have your needle down, and then you're going to lift and then turn 90 degrees, and then sew, and then turn 90 degrees again, and then sew all the way down the other end of the ribbon again until you get to about 2 or 3 inches before the ribbon ends, or something like that. project should look like at this point. You want to unzip it. So yeah, now what you're going to want to do is go around the curve with the zipper tape, like the shorter curve of the other end where you first started out, and you're going to want to sew all the way down the other side with the zipper tape. So essentially you're attaching the zipper to both ends of the ribbon. Everything up, cut off the excess ribbon and burned it so it was all neat and clean and wouldn't fray. So we're almost done, and at this point everything should look like this. Alright, so with your whole project zipped up, what you're going to want to do is mark your corners and cut a piece of ribbon so you can use as a wristlet. And then sew everything together. You're going to want to mark your corners because you want to know where you're going to do your last turn and also where you're going to place the ribbon.